Ever thought about picking up archery but didn't know where to start? Archery, in its essence, is a sport of precision, focus, and discipline. It's been around for thousands of years, with roots in hunting, warfare, and cultural tradition. Today, it's a popular sport and a unique hobby that beckons people from all walks of life. From the thrill of letting an arrow fly to the satisfaction of hitting the bullseye, archery encapsulates an experience that's both exhilarating and meditative. It's more than just a test of physical strength and accuracy. It's a test of mental fortitude, patience, and the ability to remain calm under pressure. Whether you're drawn to the traditional longbow, the modern compound bow, or the Olympic-style recurve, there's a discipline in archery that's just right for you. So, are you ready to embrace the challenge and the thrill of this timeless sport? In this video, you'll learn everything you need to get started on your archery journey. First things first, every archer needs their bow and arrows. And not all bows are created equal. There are principally three types of bows: recurves, longbows, and compound bows. Each has its own unique characteristics and uses. Recurve bows, with their distinctive curves, are commonly used in target archery and in the Olympics. Longbows, the timeless classics, are favored for their simplicity and historical significance. Compound bows, on the other hand, use a system of pulleys or cams to deliver speed and precision, making them a popular choice for hunting and sport shooting. Choosing the right bow for you involves careful consideration of several factors. Draw weight, or how much force it takes to pull the bowstring back, is one such factor. Beginners often start with a lower draw weight and work their way up as their strength and technique improve. Bow length is another important consideration. A bow that's too short or too long can affect your shooting accuracy and comfort. Handedness is also crucial. Most right-handed archers use a right-handed bow, and vice versa for left-handers. But it's not always that straightforward. Some archers might be right-handed, but shoot with their left eye, known as being cross-dominant. If that's the case, you may want to consider a left-handed bow. Now let's not forget about the arrows. Just as with bows, arrows come in various types and sizes. Your arrows should match your bow in terms of draw weight and length. Using mismatched arrows can lead to poor shooting results and even safety risks. And speaking of safety, always inspect your equipment before use. Look for any signs of wear and tear, especially on the bowstring. A frayed or worn-out string can snap during use, causing potential injury. So, whether you're aiming to be the next Robin Hood or just looking for a new recreational activity, choosing the right equipment is a crucial first step. Remember, the right equipment will make your archery experience more enjoyable and safe. Safety always comes first in any sport, and archery is no exception. Like any other discipline, archery has its own set of safety rules that every archer must adhere to, whether you're a beginner or an experienced sharpshooter. First off, never dry fire a bow. This means releasing the bowstring without an arrow. This can cause severe damage to the bow and can potentially injure the archer. Next, always ensure you have a clear line of sight to the target. This is not just about accuracy, but also about safety. An arrow can travel a long distance, and you don't want it going anywhere other than towards your target. Finally, always check your equipment before use. Inspect your bow and arrows for any signs of damage or wear and tear. A damaged bow or arrow can be a safety risk, so it's better to be safe than sorry. Following these safety rules ensures that you and those around you can enjoy archery without any accidents. Now that you're equipped and aware of the safety rules, it's time to learn the basics of shooting an arrow. Firstly, let's talk about the stance. Stand perpendicular to your target with your feet shoulder-width apart. This position provides a stable base and aligns your body to the target. Next is nocking the arrow. Hold the arrow by the nock, the groove at the back end of the arrow that clips onto the bowstring. Slide the arrow onto the arrow rest of your bow and clip the nock onto the string. The cock feather, that's the one that's a different color from the others, should be facing up. Now on to drawing the bow. Extend your bow arm directly towards the target, keeping your elbow slightly bent to avoid injury. With your other hand, pull the bowstring back to your anchor point, which is a consistent spot on your face, like the corner of your mouth or under your chin. The fourth step is aiming. Keep both eyes open and focus on the smallest possible point on your target. If you're using a bow sight, align the sight pin with your target. Remember, archery is about consistency, so aim at the same spot each time. Lastly, the release. This is the moment of truth. Let the string slip out of your fingers smoothly and continue to pull your hand back slightly after the release. This is called the follow-through, and it helps keep your shot consistent. And there you have it. From stance to release, these are the basic steps of shooting an arrow. Remember, each archer may have slight variations in their technique due to differences in body type and equipment, but the fundamentals remain the same. It's important to note that these techniques require practice to master. So, don't get discouraged if you don't hit the bullseye on your first few tries. Keep practicing, stay patient, and gradually, you'll see improvement. With practice, these steps will become second nature to you. Keep at it, and soon enough, you'll be shooting arrows like a pro. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, or in this case, a single arrow. Archery is not just about shooting at targets. There are different disciplines you can explore. Diving into the world of archery, you'll soon discover that it's much more than just aiming and shooting. There are several disciplines, each offering a unique experience and set of challenges. Let's take a brief tour. First up is target archery. This is probably what comes to mind when you think of archery. It involves shooting at stationary circular targets at varying distances. This sport is all about precision and consistency, requiring a keen eye and a steady hand. It's also the only archery discipline featured in the Olympic Games, making it a popular choice for those with competitive spirits. Next, we have field archery. This takes the game from a flat, controlled environment to the great outdoors. Here, archers navigate through woodland courses, shooting at targets of different sizes and distances. It's like taking a hike with a bow and arrows. Field archery tests your adaptability and requires a good understanding of angles and terrain. If you love nature and enjoy a challenge, this might just be your calling. Then there's 3D archery. This discipline adds an extra layer of realism by replacing flat targets with life-size models of game animals. It's a fantastic way to practice for hunting season or simply enjoy a more immersive shooting experience. 3D archery combines the physical challenge of field archery with the need for precise shot placement. Finally, we have bow hunting. This discipline involves hunting game animals using a bow and arrow. It's perhaps the oldest form of archery, harking back to our ancestors who relied on it for survival. Today, bow hunting is pursued both for sustenance and sport. It requires patience, stealth, and a deep understanding of animal behavior. Each discipline offers a unique experience and challenges. Find what suits you best. Whether you're drawn to the precision of target archery, the ruggedness of field archery, the realism of 3D archery, or the primal thrill of bow hunting, there's a place for you in this ancient and exciting sport. So, get out there and explore. Archery is a journey, not a destination. A profound truth that we should all bear in mind. This journey, like many others, will be filled with ups and downs, triumphs and trials, but every step you take brings you closer to your goal, becoming a skilled archer. As you embark on this exciting journey, remember that the key to success is enjoyment. Don't let the challenges deter you. Instead, let them fuel your determination. Archery is a sport of precision and patience, and it's the small improvements you make each day that will ultimately lead to big achievements. Safety should always be your #1 priority. Never underestimate the importance of understanding and adhering to the basic safety rules we've discussed. They're not just guidelines, they're the backbone of responsible archery. Remember, the safest archer is the one who respects their equipment and their fellow archers. Speaking of equipment, investing in the right gear is crucial. It's not about having the most expensive bow or the fanciest arrows, it's about finding what works for you. Your equipment should feel like an extension of yourself, comfortable and natural. It's a relationship that will grow and evolve as you do, so don't be afraid to experiment and adjust as you progress. And of course, practice is paramount. It's the cornerstone of any skill, and archery is no exception. The more you practice, the more familiar you become with your equipment, your technique, and your own capabilities. Practice doesn't just make perfect, it breeds confidence, and confidence is the key to success in archery. As you explore different disciplines, remember that each one offers a unique set of challenges and rewards. Don't be afraid to try them all. You might just find that your passion lies in a discipline you'd never considered before. Remember, every great archer started as a beginner. Embrace the journey and happy shooting.